January is already over. It's time for us to check in with our 2017 goals and see how we're doing. Before we start reviewing the goals, here's a quick follow-up on the hutch for the nest boxes. After I stopped recording last night, I noticed that a lot of the birds discovered that they have a new surface on which to roost. It did not take them long at all to get this pretty soiled up here. This morning when I came out here to feed the chickens, I opened up my little door system here like that and gave the birds access. But when I came back out here just now to film, they were closed again. My guess is the birds are trying to jump up on them and they just kind of swing closed again. So I'm not really sure if this is the right way to go with having this on here. But I do have 2 more eggs in here. I have a beautiful copper Moran egg. See how beautiful and dark that egg is. And this is a red star egg right next to it. Temperature check-in. It is 32 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's pretty windy today, so that's why I'm hanging out here in the greenhouse to film. And it is, you can hear that wind rattling. It is 49 degrees Fahrenheit here in the greenhouse. Can you believe it? January is already gone, guys. 1/12 of the year is over. It feels like just a few days ago we were sitting down with you guys making the 2017 goals. That was over a month ago. So let's check in now to see how we're doing on our goals. Hey, what are you doing out there?
I'm just standing here.
Do you want to come in here? I'm about to talk about our goals.
No, I have told them before.
Okay. I have been actively working toward achieving some of our goals that we've made earlier. But pretty much all the work I've been doing on it has been behind the scenes stuff. Phone calls, doing internet searches, emails, that kind of thing. So it's been things that haven't been really good for filming. Goal number 1 is to establish physical barrier perimeter fencing. Of course, we have a couple feet of snow on the ground still, and it's pretty frozen, so doing that is not an option right now. However, I've started doing my homework on it. My friend Stacy, as in Stacy in Virginia, they're from Blue Creek Dairy Farm where we buy our hay. Stacy happens to be really into fencing. He knows a lot about fencing and he enjoys installing it. So he and I have been in touch and he's given me some information about what I need to do, what I need to start thinking about as far as the implementation and installation of the fencing. And that kind of segues us into goal number 9, which involves getting surveying done. Now, when I talked about this originally in our goal video, I mentioned that I wanted a topographical survey done with it, but Stacy's recommendation was that if we're installing fencing around our perimeter, we really should have a border survey done as well, so we know exactly where we should put the fencing and not rely on what the neighbors have told us is the property border. I called a surveyor and got the estimate process started, and a couple days ago I got the estimate back and wow, it is cost prohibitive. After talking with some friends, I got some referrals for some other people to check out that might be a little bit more reasonable in their pricing. But as far as the topographical survey goes, if it comes down to it, I'll just rent a laser level and do it myself. Goal 2 is for us to get our sheep breeding stock and of course some more meat lamb, and we're still on track for that. In the next few weeks, our breeder's sheep will be lambing and we'll have a better idea of the stock that we're getting and how many and that sort of thing. Number 3 is growing our market for selling grass-fed lamb to consumers. I already have a pre-order for 1 lamb, and that's to Paul Wheaton. Also, I have signed up for a Love Your Farmer event. That's gonna be in about 3 weeks or so. It's an evening event where farmers can set up tables, put out brochures, or have pictures, any kind of information about their farms to hopefully get new customers. My goal with that is to be able to take pre-orders for lambs, so I'm not going in the season blind. I can kind of have an idea of my customer base before I even buy the lambs. What are you doing out here, little buddy?
Playing.
What are you playing?
I'm playing out here. See?
Hey, what were you doing with breaking the ice?
It's just fun.
Show me. Oh, I see. You're breaking up all the ice that's on the edge there.
Yep, because it gets holes. See?
No, that one's not breaking. You gotta break the edges, right? Goals 4 and 5 are both in regards to dogs. No, we don't have a dog yet, but again, I've been making some phone calls, doing some research, investigating. I've talked to a couple local livestock guardian dog breeders, and it seems as though I can't find anybody that has more experienced dogs. Everyone is expecting litters of puppies in the spring, and we could get a puppy, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I received several recommendations from viewers about different breeds for our pet dog. Border Collie and other herding dogs came up a lot. One of our viewers, Caroline Baines, is a collie breeder, and she actually used to live in our region and has got me in touch with a local collie breeder. I just heard from her today, so we're just starting our correspondence, so no real progress on that front either, but we are working on it. I just invited little buddy to come over here because we are going to talk about goal number 7. Do you remember goal number 7?
No.
You were talking about it just a week ago. You remembered when we made the video, we let you talk about goal number 7? Do you remember?
No.
No?
I don't remember.
Okay, goal number 7, pigs.
Pig. I'm gonna get some bacon for these goals. Nom. I ate some bacon already.
Yes, you did. We have decided we are officially going with the American Guinea Hog for our feeder pigs this spring. The only thing preventing us from having them right now is my inability to put up fencing. As soon as the ground will allow, I'm going to get some fencing up. I put a deposit down for 4 of them from Katie Austin, who we visited a couple weeks ago and filmed at her farm there where she taught us about the American Guinea Hogs. She gave us a pack of American Guinea Hog pork chops to take with us to try. A few nights ago I went ahead and made them. Check it out. Well, here's the final product. This is 1 pork chop of American Guinea Hog. See how small that is, little buddy?
Yes. I know.
Hopefully it'll taste great though, right?
What's a guinea hog?
The black pigs we saw at Katie's farm. I'm having to get 2, because 2 of these equals just about 1 pork chop from a larger hog. Alright, little buddy, are you ready to try a bite of your first American Guinea Hog pork chop? Should be fork tender.
Yes.
You like it? Good.
Pretty good. Good.
It's really, really good. The thing is though, I braised it with apple cider vinegar, which I probably shouldn't have done for just an honest, pure taste test, because there's some of that apple cider vinegar taste in there. I should have just sauteed it in a skillet, so there wouldn't have been that flavor in there, but it tastes great. It's amazing. I was originally thinking that we would get the 4 hogs, 2 for us to keep and 2 to sell, just like we did with the sheep last year. Did you see how small those pork chops were? I'm thinking with how much smaller these hogs are than what we're used to. The pork we've been buying has come from Berkshire's, which is a lot bigger. So I'm thinking we might need to keep all 4 for ourselves, because 2 American Guinea Hogs probably equals 1 Berkshire. So if we want to sell any, I'm going to have to get a few more. And pretty much everything else on the list is stuff that really needs to wait for spring that we really can't do anything about right now, such as the rabbit tractors, getting broilers, though Ashley and I have discussed it a lot. there's not really much we can do as far as making progress on that right now. In conclusion, we have made some progress over this last month, working towards achieving our goals. It's been a little slow because we're limited by our weather outside. We still have a long way to go in achieving our goals, but we are going to keep taking steps forward and making progress. And we cannot wait until spring, getting our breeding stock, getting our pigs. It's going to be awesome.